Anyway, let's go ahead and watch this.
My friends, I did the unspeakable.
There he is.
An update at the Hungering Cold, or Slayer of the...
To be fair, this is the,
My friends, I did the unspeakable. An update...
Oh, wait. Okay, good. I thought he was using the version later on, but yes, that is the original.
At the Hungering Cold.
Sorry.
Or Slayer of the Lifeless.
Yes.
It's your wrath, baby. Cringe. The chief's on the back, and it looks like $1,000,000 while it sits there. Most famous sword in the game, though. How do you justify that statement?
Behold.
You probably didn't even notice, but I've been doing a lot of mounts recently, and I don't want to be a one-horse pony, so
Yeah,
I'm changing
true.
things up. So here I am, all changed up, back to my roots, redoing weapons, starting out by updating the Sword of 1,000 Truths. A process that I began by taking the low poly 2005 base model and turning it into
It was so good, dude. This sword was so fucking badass.
a higher res 2023 edition. If you've seen my content before, this first step in my process won't come as news to you, but this
Yeah.
will. I finally graduated uni, making me officially a qualified game artist. That's right. I now own a piece of paper that says that I'm able to make the things already in my portfolio. All for about the price of 23 washing machines and a CatDany. Just in time for AI to replace me.
Man, that sucks. Damn. Yeah, I mean, when you put it like that.
With that, completing the first step in our journey, I turned this, yep, that old thing, into this. Yep.
You know they did actually update
Nice
this weapon.
and all, Tom, but that skull misses the mark for me. Are you dumb?
Are you
yes,
dumb?
but let me explain. I'm going for a different workflow than I used in my previous weapon remake.
Is that a real banana that's duct taped to a wall, or is that a picture of a banana that's duct taped to a wall? It's a picture? I don't know.
I'm not just going to model it by hand and ram it into Substance
It's
Painter.
art. Oh,
No,
sorry.
I was going to get into sculpting. The uprest model you just saw me make was only going to serve as a base for this. I first did these parts the old-fashioned way, because when it comes to sculpting, making very smooth geometric shapes like you tend to see in weapons is quite tricky, especially when you're new to the craft like I am. New to the craft? But Tom, you just said you graduated. Shouldn't you already know how to do all that stuff? Nope. But if you need a report about it, I'm your guy. I did give
There you go.
sculpting a bit of a test run recently though, in which I found it to actually be really intuitive, and the results I got out of it were pretty satisfactory, which gave me some confidence. So naturally, my attempt to sculpt this weapon turned out to be an absolute dumpster fire. I'm sparing you those parts in the video, but the tools didn't behave how I thought they should, the mesh didn't respond to them how I wanted it to, and everything was garbage. I must have
Okay.
redone every part of this weapon between like 3 and 6 times,
Holy
often from
fuck.
scratch. For all of them, I tried multiple different aesthetic approaches and techniques, looking for something that felt right, finding instead sorrow and existential dread.
This
So if
is
it looks
looking
like the
good, though.
aesthetic
Like, honestly, I feel like he's doing a really good job at this. I like it a lot. This is amazing.
keeps changing here, well, that's why. Anyway, with all that said and done, I finished my sculpt.
Right.
It doesn't quite get us there though. Sculpted models can often have millions of polygons. For
That's a
reference,
lot of
the
triangles.
original Hungering Cold has 374 polygons. That is indeed less. In order to make these
So it went from 300 to 3 million? Yeah, I would say that's a bit more.
ridiculously high poly sculpted models usable in game, you retopologize them, meaning making a low poly version. After which you use computer magic to bake the details of the sculpted version into that low poly
Computer
one.
magic?
That's science.
Okay.
Trust me.
You have a degree in this.
I have a degree. And this is indeed the moment that all of our hard work so far has
Exactly.
been building up to. Behold, my friends.
Yep. Okay, that looks really good.
Yeah. To texture the Sword of 1,000 Truths, I went back to an old friend. Hello, Substance Painter. For hand painting textures, like I did in my mount remakes, I found 3D code to be superior. However, when it comes to procedural texturing, I don't know anything about 3D code, and I'm past the point where I'm interested in learning. I have a degree. So yeah, I got to work to recreate the
already has a
glowing
degree,
runes of the
doesn't need to
blade.
learn
I
about
made
it
a
anymore.
mask in Photoshop, which I would import into Substance Painter and place upon the texture as a mask. I grabbed my trusty old drawing tablet and painted the other rune on the forehead of the skull. 'Cause
Okay.
that's where it sits. Having the
part of the
glowy
jailer's
bits already,
plan.
I went in and laid a foundation of base colors for all the different components of the weapon. Stylized art involves exaggerating, yet simplifying a lot of shapes, which loses you detail. However,
Which is, I think, a good thing. I wish Warcraft had more simplified, stylized weapons. Like, for example, the new Ashkandi that they're bringing out is lit. It's so fucking badass. Like, you can go back and see some of the vanilla WoW and Burning Crusade weapons, and they're so simple, but they're so good. Like, the fucking Soul Cleaver from Terran Gorefiend in Black Temple, the big gold one, holy fuck, it looks awesome. Even now.
as you lose detail,
shield,
you
yeah.
risk your work becoming plain and boring to look at. One thing I
The
did in
shield.
order to prevent this was adding some gradient into the texture.
Yeah, remember
Also,
that?
that's how the weapon looks. Additionally, I laid the groundwork for some highlights. This part is very important for stylized art. Lighting and strong contrast is your way to really bring your shapes out, as well
Yes.
as to draw attention to the vocal points of your piece. For the blade, I wanted to make the light catch it in a way that looks nice and sword-like. To do
Makes
so,
sense.
I kept it simple and just did a bunch of manual painting. When it came
Okay.
to the skull, I wanted to have some nice lights and darks to really
Oh,
bring its
it's
shapes
good.
out. I once more did a lot of manual work here, rather than simply relying on procedural texturing tools. Once I get better at sculpting, less of this might be necessary. Or not. Whatever. Next, I went on and did some more work on the horns. I really wanted to try and give them some three-dimensionality with the texture. Lighting was once more the way to do so. And of course, the hilt. I can't forget the
That
hilt.
looks good.
I started by giving it a base layer of highlight to break up the shapes. Then I went in and painted a good bit of dark and some light, trying to really make it pop. Oh, and I textured the gem. But
Oh.
who cares about the gem? And
Yeah.
after some finishing touches and
I didn't
polishing
even know it
work,
had
we
one.
made it to the big moment. As always, if you like my content and would like to see more, hit the sub button, hit the
This
notification
guy
bell.
does a lot
While
of
you're at
videos
it,
like this.
drop me a like and a comment. You
Let's
help
see
me
it.
a lot in the algorithms. And unfortunately, since a lot of people just skip to the end result in these videos, boy, could I use your help there. I also just gotta learn how to make better videos. I know that's... But enough of that. Get your eyeballs ready, my friends. The new and updated, the legendary, the hungering cold,
Here we go.
the slayer of the lifeless, the sword of 1,000 truths.
Oh, shit. Yeah. 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 Oh my god. This sword was so cool. This looks like how I thought it looked like in 2006. I love it. Oh man, yeah, it's so good, isn't it? Holy
Well,
fuck! Let me wait. Let me go back. I accidentally went forward. Wait, where'd it go? There it is. All right, so let's take a look at it here. God damn, that is so good looking. Wow, I love it. Yeah, like and comment. Oh, I will. I'll link you guys the video. We've watched Tom Keck's videos before. Also, I don't think that he should look at this, he shouldn't look at this as a complete negative as well. Like, I would assume, and, you know, I'm not really in the industry, so I'm not sure about this, but, like, damn, man. I feel like if you have a successful YouTube channel where everybody's giving you massive feedback saying that your content is great, this would absolutely help you get a job. Like, 100%. Like, I could see people looking at this, seeing the kind of updates he does, seeing that he's got a degree now, and it's like, that's an easy fucking job. 100%, man. Absolutely. So I hope he doesn't see it as a complete negative, because I don't think it can be. And if he ever wants advice on how to monetize more, he can always ask me. But yes, I fucking love this. This is amazing. Some of it, the reason why I like the updates is because, or the updated weapons, is because I think that with a lot of the Blizzard upscaling that they've done, they've over-designed the weapons. But what Tom Keck does a lot with like his like updates is he keeps the original style. Like the style of it being kind of a pulp fantasy, you know, like super like I don't know, like super rudimentary game. You know, it's the simple things. Yeah, exactly. I think it's great, man. Have him redesign his Starforge logo. Oh, yeah, there you go. True, just literally make them HD, nothing added. Yeah, I think that's what a lot of people like to see. I remember whenever they made the new one from the Sanctum of Domination, and I think it looked okay. It looks fine, but it doesn't look like the original. This looks like the original. This is the original one. And it's so hard to, like, really compare it and make it look exactly the fucking same because the weapon was, like, it was so iconic. Like, for example, I feel like the blade, it's almost like one singular massive piece of metal, period. And, like, that's it. Yeah, this weapon was so fucking badass, man. It was amazing. Yeah, the light and blend matters a lot. Yeah, I think that's one thing that's the most impressive to me whenever I see these videos is how the, like, how much the texturing and lighting changes how it looks and makes it look really, really good. I'll link you guys the video again. Make sure to give it a like. This is great. That's what people should do with game remakes or movie adaptations? Yeah, you just make the new one. Yeah, you just make it look better and that's it. This is like the first project you do as an animation student. Well, listen, sometimes doing things that are simple is better. There's always people that like to show off and make things overly complex, but sometimes that's not the best option. Sometimes it's good to just keep things simple. Like, listen, I'm a steak and potatoes guy. So from my perspective, whenever I see something like this, that's just an upscaling of an original item that I thought was fucking amazing, it makes me happy to see. I love the saying, keep it simple, stupid. Exactly.